Hello, everyone out there in YouTube, Rumble, and Xland. Welcome back to Diego Knows That, of course, from Diego. And now we're going to continue to talk about Barbie. That's right, Barbie from this year, 2023. It's a brand new movie. It's still playing in theaters. It's making a shitload of money. It's approaching $1.5 billion, which is unfucking believable for a movie like this. You know, for a chick flick, no less. That's saying something. I don't think any movie's done this. Chick flick has done this since Titanic. Okay, so yeah, it's doing very well. And as much as I hate this movie, as much as I think it's misandric, as much as I think that it makes men look like shit, and it gives women, females, this stupid ass sense of entitlement that does not exist in the real world. In the real world, you have to earn respect. You're not just given it. Okay, but this movie makes you think that if you're a woman, you're fucking, you're born to be respected. And if you're a man, you have to earn it somehow. And that's just not the way the real world works. Okay, but if you watch Barbie, you're gonna think that. Okay, and lo and behold, when real life fucking slaps you upside the head, and you realize that it's not like that, and it's never been like that. Okay, but you wouldn't know that from watching this movie. Okay, because honest to God, this movie takes place in two worlds, in Barbie Land. And it also takes place in the real world, okay? And the real world is more fake than Barbie Land, okay? The idea of the real world in this is just stupid. The movie's inconsistent, okay? And what I mean by that is sometimes Barbie has makes these incredible intellectual commentaries, okay? Using eloquent words and stuff, and then in other words, she's just a dumbass and doesn't know what to do. She's fucking lost and just makes a fool of herself. Because she's mentally constipated. She can't think of what to do. Okay, so it makes no sense. Okay, either she's smart or she's stupid. Which one is she? Okay, you can't have her acting dumb, like a dumb ditzy blonde, and then all of a sudden she starts pulling out fucking phrases that you'd have to have a fucking PhD, okay, in theoretical physics in order to fucking understand what she's saying. You can't have both. Okay, so figure out what the fuck you want her to be and just stay with that. Okay, you can have there's plenty of characters there that are dumbasses that you can give the fucking dumbass roles to. Okay, all the Kens are dumbasses. All the men in this movie, not just the Kens, but the men in the real world, they're all chauvinists. They're all sexual harassers. Okay, they're all dumb. Even the CEO of fucking Mattel is a fucking dumbass. Okay, a complete fucking dumb. No, it's Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell plays the same guy in every fucking movie. He's a 52-year-old fucking 12-year-old. Okay, he does that in every fucking movie he's in. All right, so even the male employees they're all stupid. Okay, so all the men are stupid in this movie, whether they're in the real world or whether they're in Barbie Land. Okay, the Ken dolls. All right, they're all fucking stupid. Okay, or they're all cowards. Okay, they're afraid. Okay, like the guys, I recently reviewed in Just Like Crap, that fucking piece of shit show, because that's how I started my channel, by reviewing and just like shit, and then all the Sex and the City episodes. So I reviewed all this shit's on here. But one of the things that you'll notice about watching those shows, including Sex and the City, is that most of the men on those shows, okay, well, I say most for Sex and the City, but in Just Like That and Just Like Crap, okay, all the men, okay, they're all beta males. Okay, and what I mean by that is they puff themselves up to make them sound like they have more physical force than they really do. For example, I will not allow any of that to happen around here. Like that. You see how that is? Okay, it's like we know this guy's a beta male. We know he's weak. We know he has no real authority. We know that he can't enforce jack shit. That he's a coward, but he's trying to act like he's not. He's trying to act like he's this tough, strong alpha male, and he will be respected. Okay, but based on my performance, you can tell that he really doesn't believe that himself. He's trying to put on a show. He's trying to make you think that he has some sort of authority. He has some sort of a power. Okay, but he really doesn't, and it's so fucking obvious. Okay, well, that performance, that's how all the men are in Just Like Shit on that show. That's how they're all that way, okay? And they're that way here too, okay, in this movie, okay? You've got all the executives are all a bunch of fucking pussies. Even like the low tier employees, okay, they're all a bunch of pussies too, okay? So all the men are pussies, okay? They're easily distracted. They're easily manipulated. They're not aware of what's going on. Ken is completely oblivious to everything that he sees around him, even though he's looking right at it, even though he's actually interacting with people and talking to them and asking questions. He still doesn't understand a goddamn thing of what he's being told, but he acts like he does. Okay, he acts like he does. All right. Whereas Barbie is all about trying to get women to emote, trying to relate on a personal level with all the females that she encounters. Okay. And they just like kind of like don't understand her. Okay. They really don't understand her. Okay. And that makes her feel bad for herself. Okay. Ken doesn't feel bad. He feels like he's learning something here. He's learning something about the real world that he likes. Okay. Whereas Barbie is learning that the women in the real world are all depressed and they're all sad and emotional, and it's all because of men. Okay, that's what she's learning. Okay. Now, she already disrespected men before in the beginning of the movie. She had no respect for the Kens. She didn't I mean, she was nice to them, but she didn't really give two shits for them. Okay, she cared more about her girlfriends. You know, girls' night out, girls' house. You know, it's her house. You know, it's not Ken's house, it's my house, Barbie's house, that kind of thing. She's all about like the girl power and hanging out with the girls. She has no respect for the guys. But now she's starting to learn how to hate the guys. Okay, which is kind of new. Okay, she already didn't really tolerate them, but now she's like openly being animosity. There's an open animosity now developing inside Barbie towards men in general, and because the only men in Barbie land are the Kens in particular. Okay, so that's happened. We're watching that happen. Okay, is this movie's giving the audience plenty of reasons to fucking hate men. No reasons to hate women at all, because, you know, there are no reasons to hate women. Women are all perfect. Okay, it's only the men that are fucked up. Okay, because we know that's true in the real world and in this movie. Okay, but you'd never know that by watching this movie. Okay, so basically, everything that's wrong with women, okay, is because of men, and everything that's wrong with men is because of men. Okay, so you have to go with that narrative, or else you're not going to understand the movie. You're going to get confused. Okay, you're not going to understand why. How is it that she can get away with that, but he can't, but yet he's being punished and she's not? You know, that kind of thing. You know, if you do that, you're going to go crazy. Okay. So anyway, so that's the Barbie land and the real world. That's actually the real world that I just described. Okay, and Barbie land, you don't even tolerate the guy. They don't even tolerate the Kens over there. The Kens are just there for show. They're just there to be subservient. Okay, to the Barbies. Okay, tell the Barbies how pretty they are, say hi to them. You know, and compete with each other to try to impress the Barbies. Okay, to dance and that kind of thing. All right, even though the Barbies are not sexually attracted to any of them. Yeah, go figure. Yeah, perfect Barbie land, right? It's just like a fucking lesbo bar. All right, moving right along. I'm Diego. I'm going to give you a straight man's point of view. That means if you're easily offended, if you're easily triggered, get the fuck out right now. I'm not going to censor myself to spare your feelings. I'm going to tell you the truth, which is what we need. We need the truth. We need someone to tell you what's really fucking going on here, okay? Now, why am I reviewing Barbie? Well, okay, because it's a fucking little girl's movie. What the fuck am I doing reviewing a little girl's movie? Well, first of all, I've already reviewed a little girl's movie already. I reviewed The Little Mermaid, the new one, okay? That piece of, and I had never seen the original one. I'd never seen the whole thing. So I watched the original one and then I watched the new one and I reviewed it for you. Okay. Why? Because let's face it, it's not just little girls going into the theater to see that movie. Okay. A lot of you women, middle-aged women, even older, because Barbie's been around since 1959. Grandmas, okay, we're going into the theater to take their granddaughters to go see the fucking Barbie movie. Okay. So there's a lot of women my age and older that were in the fucking theater, okay? So you all watched the movie too, okay? Maybe relive your childhood, what it was like to play with the Barbie dolls, that kind of thing, okay? I know a lot of people that have commented in my comment section have told me about the Barbie situations in the past, which I didn't fucking know about, all right? Because I never fucking played with a Barbie doll. But, you know, and only someone who fucking owned Barbies when they were little kids, okay, and played with them, okay, would even know that kind of shit, all right? These are women my age, all right? So no, even though it's a movie aimed at little girls, okay, that's not why it made $1.5 billion, okay? It did because a lot of fucking middle-aged and older women, okay, came into the theater as well to watch it for themselves, not just for their grandkids and their kids, okay? See what I mean? Okay, so if you're watching this video, you're my age, and you saw the Barbie movie, okay? Which one of us is worse, okay? Don't fucking judge me for fucking watching a goddamn Transformers movie, all right? At my age. Okay, when you're my age too and you watched a fucking Barbie movie, okay? Don't fucking judge me, is what I'm trying to say. All right, moving right along. Yes, I outed you, okay? And that's why I'm reviewing this, okay? Because I'm not doing this for the little kids that watch Barbie. I'm doing this for the fucking adult women. The adult women that watch Barbie, all right? Okay, so here we go. Okay, so where we left off last time, Barbie and Ken have entered the real world, and by the real world we mean Venice Beach. They're in their Barbie rollerblading outfits, which is basically your fucking gay pride fucking rollerblading outfits that they're both wearing, even though they're both asexual. They still support gay pride, even though they don't actually have gay people in Barbie land, because all the Kens are in love with the Barbies. And all the Barbies are in love with themselves. And well, they do have a Ken Barbie. That's a Barbie with a fucking cock, but does that count? I know it counts in the real world, but even the real world's not real in this movie. So who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? Anyway, so they're there and they get made fun of by the fucking, you know, the construction workers and the frat boys, you know, and one of them actually slaps a Barbie in her ass. Now, even though that's sexual assault and nobody fucking does that anymore, okay? And I'm not saying it never happens. What I'm saying is that it's not predominant, okay? Your typical boy, 19, 20 years old, whatever, he sees a hot girl, okay? He's not going to run up and slap her in the ass. You know why? Because he's going to get his ass kicked, okay? Don't forget, all right? This kid that fucking slaps Barbie in the ass, he looks like he's probably 19, maybe 21 years old, okay? And Barbie is standing right there in her rollerblades, okay, next to a fucking 6'3", maybe 190, 200-pound man, muscular man. Okay, is some fucking punk, okay, gonna fucking do that to a hot ass girl when her fucking 6'2", 6'3", okay, 190-pound, 200-pound guy is standing right fucking next to her? Do you think a guy's gonna fucking do that in real life? Fuck no, he's not. Now, maybe if he was with a gang of guys, he would, okay? But when he's by himself, are you out of your fucking mind? That would never fucking happen. Unless the guy wants to get his ass kicked. Now, we know that Ken is not violent. We know that Ken's a fucking pussy, a bigger pussy than Barbie. We know that because we're following the movie. But an average guy on the street does not know that. All he knows is that he just slapped the ass of a girl while she's with her boyfriend. Okay, what do you think's gonna happen, ladies? If you were my girlfriend and we were out on the beach, okay, and some fucking punk slapped you on the ass, what the fuck do you think I'm gonna do about it? Exactly, which is why he's not gonna fucking do it. You see what I mean? This movie makes no fucking sense. All right, shit like that, okay? Also, when Barbie approaches the construction workers while they're on their lunch break, all the construction workers do is make fucking sexual innuendos and sexual harassment jokes, okay? Oh my God, you know, do you have any fries with them shakes? You know, just stupid ass shit like that. Shit that went out of style like 30 fucking years ago. They all take turns doing that. Nobody says, hey, what's up? Or, hey, what do you want? Or, what you doing? Or, how can I help you? Or, yeah, what's going on? Why are you bothering me during my lunch? No one says anything like that. They all say shit like, oh my God, it's like two puppies fighting under a blanket. You know, stupid shit like that, which would never happen in real fucking life. And this is supposed to be the fucking real world, okay? Also, they're saying this to her in front of her boyfriend, who I just said is like 6'2", 200 fucking pounds. Now, I'm not saying he could take them all on. No. Okay, but no normal guy, even a fucking closeted misogynist, is gonna fucking say that shit to a woman in front of her fucking boyfriend. God, they would say that shit after they've rollerbladed away. You see what I mean? That's more realistic, but not in this fucking movie. Not in this fucking movie. Because now the women are all well behaved. They're all fine. It's the men that are all pieces of fucking shit. Even though it makes no fucking sense of why they would act that way. Okay? I know there's a stereotype like construction workers always catcalling women. Hey, if a guy catcalls you, bitch, fucking take it as a goddamn compliment, all right? Take it as a fucking compliment. No, he has no right to harass you. He has no right to slap you in the ass. He has no right to come up to you, you know, and get in your way. None of that shit. But if a guy whistles at you or something, what the fuck? You know, you don't have to acknowledge him. Just fucking ignore it if you want to. And just keep walking. Okay? Now, I don't personally do shit like that. Okay? But goddamn it, it's a compliment. It's a guy telling you, hey, you're hot. You're fucking attractive. It doesn't mean I'm going to come after you. Or if you look at me, I'm going to fucking ask you out. You know, I'm going to stop you from walking. No. It's just like, damn, you look good. And that's it. That's all it fucking is. That's all it is. Jesus Christ, man. Get flattery. You know what really sucks? Is when you get fat and older, okay, your tits start sagging, you got cellulite and crow's feet and shit, and all of a sudden nobody's whistling at you anymore. Okay, you're gonna miss those fucking days. All right. Moving right along, so she notices a billboard, and it's for like a Miss America pageant, so all the women are there in their fucking bikinis, and they're wearing the sash, you know, whatever state they represent, whatever. And Barbie thinks this billboard is of the Supreme Court in Barbie Land, because that's the way they look in Barbie Land, okay? You got the Michelle Obama fucking president of Barbie Land, okay, with the sash that says president on it, and all the Supreme Court judges are all fucking Barbies with sashes around saying that they're Supreme Court judges, you know, astronaut Barbie, Barbies and Nobel Prize winning Barbies, even though there's no fucking Alfred Nobel in the goddamn fucking Barbie land, because that would be a man in power to bestow that award, and they can't have that. No men are in power, that kind of thing, So yeah, there's bullshit like that. She thinks it's the fucking Supreme Court. Anyway, she reminds the construction workers that her and Ken have no genitalia, and she walks away or rollerblades away. And Ken tells the guys that he does have genitalia. Don't listen to her. Like, I actually have genitalia, which is full of shit. Even that doesn't come across as believable. All right, so that goes on. Like I said, the guy slaps Barbie in the ass. Okay, this fucking punk slaps Barbie in the ass. She's shocked by it. She turns around and punches him, and she knocks him out. Okay, and because she was sexually assaulted, she's the one that gets arrested. And Ken, who was just standing next to her when it happened, he also gets arrested as well. Okay, because that's how it works in fucking LA. Now, the guy that fucking slapped her ass, nothing happens to him, and if it did, we don't fucking see it. All right. Because that's also pretty realistic, okay? That a guy would slap a girl, and because you don't see what happens to him, you automatically assume that he just got away with it, and then she goes to fucking jail, okay, for being sexually assaulted. Bull fucking shit. It was self-defense. There's plenty of witnesses there that fucking saw it. Take out what I just said about no guy would ever do that when her hunky boyfriend is standing right there, okay? Take all that away. There's plenty of witnesses that saw the guy go up there and slap her in the ass. She had every right to fucking punch him, okay? There should be no charges filed against her. This is fucking bullshit, and definitely no charges filed against Ken, because Ken didn't do a goddamn fucking thing. Literally, he did nothing. Okay, he didn't even fucking accost the guy that fucking slapped Barbie in the ass, the woman that he loves. All right, so they go to jail. When we see them posing, Barbie's all like in her, in her mugshot, like confused, and Ken's all like, all happy and excited that he's getting his picture taken. And then they're getting fingerprinted there, okay? And of course, the cops are all men, middle-aged, unattractive men, okay? They're all talking about how how they like Barbie's outfits and how cute and sexy they are. Oh my God, that pink's your color, You should wear more of those, that kind of thing. Like, that would never fucking happen while you're getting booked in jail, okay? While you're getting fingerprinted in jail, that would never fucking happen, okay? But they compliment her on her fucking leotards. And then they're released. Okay, wait. So you arrested them, you took their picture, you booked them, and then you let them go. Okay, they have no fucking ID, they have no fucking money. Okay, like, what the fuck? This woman punched a guy. I'm assuming that's why you brought him to jail. Okay, yeah, you have no ID. You don't know where the fuck. How are you gonna release someone to their own recognizance? You don't even know where they fucking live. You don't even know their fucking name because they don't have any ID. You see what I mean? Bull fucking shit. It's supposed to be the real world. This makes no fucking sense. All right. So that's going on. Now, some of you are getting pissed off. Oh, it's a fucking movie, okay, Diego? What the fuck? Why are you taking it so serious? It's a fucking movie for little girls. Why? Okay, because there's no way that you can expect me to take this movie seriously, okay, when the bitches in this fucking movie, okay, which is coming up soon, when they start diatribing, okay, about how unfair the world is and how sexist and misogynistic the world is, and how men have been putting women down, for centuries, and how unfair it is, that how the way women are treated in the world, and all the struggles that we have to go through that you don't have to go through. When you give me all that fucking shit in this movie to justify your fucking behavior, I'm supposed to take that seriously. When it comes to arresting two fucking grown adults, I'm not supposed to take that seriously. Fuck you. Fuck you. Pick the fucking movie you want to be in. Pick the fucking movie you want to make. Okay? Am I supposed to resonate with this shit? Am I supposed to feel sorry for all the women in the world? Or just the Western world? This movie doesn't give a shit about anyone on the eastern part of the planet. Okay? Am I supposed to give a shit about them because of their struggles? Or am I supposed to fucking laugh? Which one is it? Because if I'm going to do both, then you got to fucking set the tone. Okay, you gotta establish what the fuck. Okay, you can't expect me to ignore all the fucking inconsistencies and ignore the way that men are treated in this movie, but yet I'm supposed to take seriously the way women are treated. And not in this movie, but apparently in this world, the world that I'm living in right now. Hey, let me tell you something, Greta Gerwig. Everybody gets shit on. Everybody, you, me, everybody. Everybody watches this video gets shit on. Sometimes. That's fucking called life. You don't fucking blame a whole fucking gender for it. What the fuck? The only time men are even mentioned in this movie is when it's all the fucking ways that they oppress women. They say nothing about all the fucking things that men have contributed to society. And I will go so far as to say men have contributed more to fucking the world, the modern world, than women have. We are the one that dig the ditches. We're the one that fucking make the buildings, the cars, the scientists. We lead the world in all that shit. We're the ones that fucking dig up the oil. Okay? We do that shit. Men. We're the engineers. What do women lead the world in? Huh? What? You know what they lead the world in? Fucking HR. Go to your fucking HR department right now. Your human resources. Go there right now. What are you going to say? Oh, there's my fucking women in there. Now, how fucking fair is that? Or how about teachers? Go to any fucking public school or private school. Grade fucking kindergarten through fucking sixth, whatever. It's all fucking women. Where are all the men complaining about that? There's not any. So what the fuck? God damn. Just completely erase everything that men do to highlight what women do. The only time you highlight what men do is the negative things that men do. Of course we do bad things. Of course, society hasn't always been fair. It hasn't. This whole feminism thing is not that old. I mean, it's not that new. It's only been around for like what 100 years now? You know, so I mean, and this is third wave feminism. This is worse. You know, just because you're fucking brainwashing little girls to believe that they don't need men doesn't mean that deep down inside every woman, okay, they want a guy that can protect them. They want a guy who can take care of them. Okay? Every woman wants that in some sense, okay? You know, even if you're lesbian or something, you still want someone strong that cares about you, that can protect you physically. Okay, in all of human history, it's always been that way. Women have gravitated towards the men that can protect them and their children. It's always just because you fucking, you fucking Ivy League fucking bullshit artists. Okay, you convince these fucking kids to spend the next fucking 25 years in debt to go to your fucking schools to be indoctrinated into your bullshit fucking communist fucking agenda. That men are all shit and women are all good and women deserve power because of all the injustices of the past. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You know what would happen, ladies? And I'm talking to you, Greta. You know what would happen if men were to disappear tomorrow? Oh, yeah, some of you are like, oh, yeah, absolutely. Be perfect. You know what would happen if men were to disappear tomorrow? Okay? All of you would be dead within a fucking year. You'd have no electricity. You'd have no vehicles, no gasoline, no shelter, no air conditioning. All that shit would slowly go away. Slowly and surely it would go away. Because the few women that know about that shit, okay, would be so busy helping out everybody else, they wouldn't be able to get to you. You see what I mean? You guys would die out. And of course, you know, you would have no fucking kids. So your race would die out. The human race would die out. I give it 5 years. You'd all be dead. Be gone. Let the fucking reptiles inherit the planet. You know what would happen if all the women were to disappear in the world? You know what would happen to us, the men? The men that are left, okay, number one, sex dolls, sex robots. And number two, we would invest everything we have into cloning. So we can reproduce our species. That's it. Everything else is the same. The lights are still on. There's still gas in the car. We're still coming out with the new fucking models for cars. Okay? We're still constructing buildings. We're still farming for food. The air conditioner still works. You see what I'm talking about? Okay? The sewers are still working. You see what I mean? The garbage disposal still gets fixed when it breaks down. You see what I mean? That's what I'm talking about, all right? But this movie leaves out all that shit. It's all about girls. You know, now I'm not saying you should focus on the achievements of men in a fucking Barbie movie, but don't treat us like we're all fucking shit, that we're all stupid and we're all misogynistic and we're not. Okay, men, you know what we really like, what men really like, okay? We want women in our lives. And we don't want them so we can lord over them, so we can tell them what to do. Okay, so we feel powerful for no. We want women because we want to share our lives with them. We want to build a family with them. Most of us do. You know? I mean, what is in a man's life if he can't spend it to provide for the woman that he loves? I know that's definitely what I want. That's what most guys want. We're not here to fucking control you, to keep you down. That's not our purpose. That's not what we're trying to do. We're just trying to provide for the people that we love, our wives and our children. They're the most important people in our lives. That's what we do this for. We don't do this to sexually harass women. We don't do this. No, those are the outliers. Those are the shitballs of us that do stuff like that. But your average guy doesn't want any of those things. See what I mean? And this movie fucking takes all that away. Oh, we got a guy simping for Barbie. Oh yeah, all the men simp for Barbie. Barbie, please love me, please, please. All the Kens do that. Okay, but none of them will walk away from her when they realize it doesn't work. Why am I simping for this girl? She doesn't care about me. I'm gonna go find a woman that does. That thought never occurs to any of the Kens in this movie. It doesn't occur to any of the men in this movie. Only the women feel that way. You see what I mean? And that's bullshit. That's not realistic. It's not real. And if these little girls grow up thinking that, they're in for a rude awakening. They're in for a rude awakening. Because let me tell you, the times are changing, ladies. If you're my age, I'm gonna tell you, the boys today are a lot smarter than we were. Okay? Okay, they've had enough of this shit. They grew up, unlike us, unlike you and me, my age, we saw some of this, but we also saw some of the other stuff too. These kids today have seen none of what we saw. They don't know what it's like to have a fucking dad who's at home to take care of them. They don't know what that's like to be raised by their own parents. Okay, they don't know what that's like. You see what I mean? To have a fucking father figure in the house. They don't know. Okay, they pick, but they can learn and adapt just like anyone else can. Okay, they see the mistakes that our generation made with all the divorces, with all the single parents, with all the blended families, all the abuse, all the alcoholism. I mean, you name it. Okay, they've seen, the mistakes that my generation made. Okay, and they're preparing themselves to not make those mistakes. Hence, they're not getting married. Hence, they're fucking watching porn. They're fucking playing video games. They're not going out there talking to girls. They'll pay for a prostitute before they'll fucking ask a girl out on a date. Why should they? Everyone they know fucking got divorced, got cheated on, lost their house, lost custody of their kids. They see that. They see that from my generation. They don't want to repeat our mistakes. Now, granted, none of this stuff happened to me, but I'm saying the guys my age it happened to. I'd say even most of the guys my age in the western part of the world it happened to. So they don't want to make those. They don't want to end up like us. So they make different choices. It's sad. It's sad. This shit's got to fucking stop. Let me tell you, you ladies, you feminists out there, you should be fucking scared. Because at least my generation, we're actually still willing to listen to your side. We're still willing to acknowledge your side and respect your side. The kids today, they ain't going to do that. They're going to say, fuck you. And if you're a little boy and you grew up under the oppression of women your whole fucking life, how do you think that's going to make you feel? When you're 25, when you're 30 years old, and now you've got some money in your bank account, and you've got some more power, more agency, how do you think they're going to feel? Exactly. And who are they going to take it out on? They're going to take it out on your daughters. They're going to treat them like shit. You see what I mean? Ladies, you got to help us out, man. You got to help us out. You got to raise these kids to fucking start respecting each other. You respect yourself first, and then you should respect the people that are around you. Because it looks like everyone's just about the me generation, the whole fucking Kim Kardashian thing. It's all about me, what I want. You look at Miley Cyrus, and I want to be like her. Fucking Miley Cyrus is like this far away from fucking ending herself right now. Have you heard that new song she made? I was young. Because she regrets all the fucking bullshit that she did as a kid. She doesn't regret the influence that she gave other teenage girls, and helped them make all their bullshit decisions. She didn't take responsibility for that, but she takes responsibility for the shit that she did herself, and now she feels sad about it, Come on. These are the role models. We got to be the parents. We got to teach these kids, about equality, not fucking misandry, equality. God damn, there's nothing wrong with respecting the man. There's nothing wrong with that. These feminists always leave that out. That there's so many women out there that have men or boys in their lives that they love and would never want anything bad to happen to them. They leave that out in this. You know, all the men are Kens. No, you know what all the men are, ladies? They're your sons. They're your husbands, your fathers, your brothers, your cousins. People that love you and that you love. You don't want them treated the way the Kens are treated in this movie. You don't want them treated the way the men are. You don't want them to be like the men that are in this movie in the real world. No. No. All right. Sorry about my rant. Anyway, so they get released. Ken and Barbie get released from jail. Okay. And they go out there in their rollerblade outfits. Okay, they're released. They have no ID, no money. Okay, and they go to a discount store. Okay, some little fucking rinky-dink discount store. Okay, and they buy some fucking cowboy outfits. Go figure, some fucking cowboy outfits. Some like toy cowboy outfits, which is weird. Like Ken's got a black one. Okay, and Barbie's got a fucking pink one. Like they would sell that at a fucking Glenn Glatz, discount store or whatever. I guess they do, and they fit perfectly. Okay, with white cowboy hats and bandanas around their necks. Okay. It's a glitz and glam cowboy store, I guess. All right, well, they walk out of there and they start walking away, and then I guess the owner goes like, hey, you need to pay for those, and they start running. Because like I said, they have no ID, they have no money, no credit cards, no nothing, all right? Well, guess what? They get arrested again. Okay, so they get mug-shotted again, and now they're getting fingerprinted again by the exact same cops that were booking them earlier. Okay, and these cops say, they compliment them again, or Barbie, because they're all men. They compliment Barbie again on the new clothes that she has, and the cops let them, you know what, you look a lot better in this pink cowboy outfit. Yeah, like, you know what, you can just keep it. You can just keep it. Like, well, how the fuck do the cops have the authority to allow shoplifters to keep the shit that they stole? Like, is that a law or something in fucking LA that I don't know about? Because that's what happens. Okay. He lets them keep the fucking stores that the clothes they just stole because they have no money, they have no ID, and he releases them again, even though they have no money, no ID, and he lets them keep this clothes that they fucking stole. Now, once again, is this the fucking real? This is supposed to be the real world? So when Ugly Betty goes on a rant about how fucking life is unfair for women because we've been oppressed and we're ridiculed and we're not allowed. We're not allowed to get mad and we're not allowed to not be perfect. So when she does that, I can just be like, oh, fuck that. That's not real either. That's bullshit. Because this all takes place in a world where you can steal clothes, get arrested for it, and then you can leave without fucking without having to pay for the shit that you stole and you to keep the shit that you stole. No. That's not the real world. Okay, which fucking movie is it? Okay, so that's going on here. Okay, yeah, they get to keep the clothes, and then the cops release them. Of course, they release them again. I mean, what has she done today? She punched a guy in the face. Okay, and she shoplifted. I have no idea how much those clothes cost. I'm guessing those clothes cost maybe $100, maybe $75, $50, maybe. But remember, Ken stole his clothes too, so double that. Okay, and they both get released and get to keep the clothes that they stole. Okay, I guess just go with it, right? All right. So anyway, so Barbie realizes that she's stupid. Yeah, no shit. Okay, so she sits down at a bus stop just to think and concentrate. All right. She needs to think. If she thinks really hard, she can find the location of the girl that's playing with her, so she can go confront her and get her Barbiness back. All right. Okay. So she tells Ken to get lost. She tells Ken to leave her. So Ken's like, okay, I guess I'll go that way. Like that way? Is that okay? Can I go that way? Yes, just go, get out of here. And he's like, okay, I'll go. Yeah, so he's walking away, but he's staring at her the whole fucking time. Yeah, because that's the kind of guy Ken is, all right? Yeah. So that's going on. Ken walks around. They're in Century City. Okay, where they filmed Die Hard. Yeah, they're in Century City. Okay, and he looks at everyone. Ken just walks around in his fucking cowboy outfit. People are staring at him, but nobody really cares. Okay, he's just walking around looking, taking it all in. He sees a guy, clearly a gay guy, walk out of an office building wearing a huge fucking mink coat. Okay. And so, of course, Ken looks at that and goes like, oh. Like, he definitely wants one of those mink coats, okay? You know, those $10,000 mink coats? Yeah, he wants one of those. All right. Okay, he just keeps staring, looking around at everything that he sees there in Century City, which, by the way, Century City does not represent the United States, but to Ken it does. Okay, and he sees a gay guy walking out with that mink coat, okay? And then for some reason, they show us, this movie shows us a bunch of guys. Now Ken is not there. It's not what Ken sees, doesn't see this, but we see this. The movie decides to show us like a 5-second clip of a bunch of guys in their 20s, maybe early 30s, in workout clothes, in a gym. They're like jump roping and they're punching, they're hitting a punching bag in their workout clothes, all right? And that's part of this little scene here that Ken's looking around. So Ken's outside looking around, scanning everything that he sees, all the people walking out of the buildings, all the people walking in front of him and shit. And then we see a scene of a bunch of guys in a gym indoors that are like hitting the punching bag. You know, maybe lifting, doing some curls and shit, which has nothing to do with what Ken sees. Ken does not see this, but we see this. And then it goes back to Ken, you know, scanning, you know, looking at everybody outside in his fucking cowboy outfit, you know. Now, why the fuck did they do that? It makes no fucking sense. What are they trying to say? That all we do is work out? That's like a manly thing to work out? Because the gym I go to, there's plenty of fucking hot girls in there. So, no, it's not a manly thing. Okay, so what the fuck are they trying to say? You know, what are we trying to learn here? Yeah, anyway. The movie doesn't explain why we saw a bunch of guys working out for some reason. All right, so that's going on here. Okay, so he's looking around, blah, 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 okay. The guys are all reduced to, he sees the way the guys look at each other, talk to each other. You know, they do the whole, hey, buddy. You know, that, which doesn't really happen in real life. The most that I do is every once in a while, I go like this. You know, we'll do a fist pump like that to one of my guy friends, and that's it. Okay? There's none of this fucking bro code fucking behavior, you know, and shit. But he sees that. So he's like, oh. You know, he's learning all this shit. He's taking it all in, all right? Ken sees a Toyota 4Runner, Jeep parked there, and he likes that car. And then he sees a bunch of cops on horseback. Yeah, he sees 2 cops on horseback with their black cowboy hats on. Okay, and then he sees a man. He goes inside a building while he's in front of the escalator. He looks down. He sees 3 businessmen, middle-aged businessmen. They're talking to each other. They're having some sort of a heated discussion. So obviously it has something to do with business. Okay, and then we see this woman, this pretty girl with some fucking folders in her arms, and she goes up to interrupt the guy. One of the guys is talking. The guy looks at her and goes like, "Not now, Sylvia." Okay, and it goes back to talking to the guys. Okay, because she clearly interrupted him. Okay, he was having a very important, heated conversation with these 2 other guys. And so she's just like, and she walks away and just stands there holding these folders because she's just been dismissed. Okay, now the movie's supposed to frame that as, oh, you see the patriarchy, you see the misogyny, okay, the chauvinism of the men. Look how he easily dismissed that poor girl. That poor girl, he just fucking blew her off like she was nothing. Yeah. He blew her off the way that fucking Barbie just told Ken to get the fuck lost. Not 30 seconds ago. He did the exact same thing that Barbie did. But when Barbie does it, it's okay. When a guy does it, it's misogynistic. How the fuck is that wrong? And me personally, you know, yeah, I've had discussions like that where I've been like arguing with somebody, a very heated, important business conversation, and someone interrupted, not now, later. And I go back to what I'm doing, okay? Because what the fuck? Why would she interrupt him when he's in the middle of a very heated discussion? Wait till he's fucking done. And the way I look at it, she was in the wrong, not him. But we're supposed to sympathize. Anyway, Ken sees this and he's just like, because the guy went like this to her when he blew her off. He went like this, you know, and then went back to his discussion. And Ken's like that. Okay, so because he's learning this bullshit, right? All right. So then we see a montage with some 2001 fucking music, you know, which ends with Sylvester Stallone. We see 3 pictures of 30-something-year-old Sylvester Stallone, okay, with his chiseled chest and his ripped abs and shit, even though he's like 5'6" in real life, okay. Oh, he's my idol though. He's my idol, okay. And we see Stallone like that, okay, with wearing a bunch of fucking fur mink coats that probably cost about 20 grand each. Okay, and he's just posing like a mangina, like showing off his abs in his fucking, $20,000 mink coat. Okay, now where they dug up these pictures, I don't fucking know. They were probably going through some photos from 1982 or some shit like that, like around the time that Rocky 3 came out. That's when he was like at the height of his fucking narcissism, and he admits it himself. His ego was way the fuck overflated around that time, around 1980, 82, 83, around that time. His ego was in the fucking stratosphere, okay? So... And he's the first one to admit it. If you see interviews with him now, he's the first one to admit it. Yeah, I was really full of myself back then, He would always show off his abs and show off his chest and pose for fucking, and shitty and crap like this, So that's supposed to represent what men think about themselves and how we want to display ourselves, okay? They had to dig up a fucking picture from like fucking 40 years ago, okay? They had to dig up a picture from 40 fucking years ago to show how stupid and ridiculous male narcissism is, right? From 40 years ago, they had to dig that up. They couldn't find anything from 2023, so they had to go to find. Although there are some stuff from 2023, but we can't show that in this movie because they're actually pro that stuff today. Okay, it's the stuff that your grandpa did in the early 80s. That's the shit that's fucking embarrassing and ridiculous. So that's what they got to highlight. Okay, see what I mean? See how they get you there? Okay. And of course, Ken's just in love with all this stuff. He's getting ideas left and right. Like, just like that, Yeah, fucking shit. Anyway. All right, I'm going to stop my review right here, but I'll be back shortly to continue my review of Barbie. I thank you very much for watching this long, and I'll see you soon on the next one. Bye.